Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. This is Rudraditya, and in this video I am going to talk about the iPhone 10 in 2021. Well, this phone was launched 3.5 years back in 2017, and this was truly a revolutionary phone by Apple because they bring a lot of, not I can't say a new things, but a lot of impactful things, and especially the notch design, the Face ID, and the new gestures. The gestures was awesome, and I was fall in love with those gestures, with those new functions. And this was the only phone which I truly want to own this phone. And after that I never got that type of same feeling with any other phones. So I mean that's why I like this phone a lot. But the main question of this video is that, is it any usable in 2021, or should you buy this phone? In case if you want to, then make sure to watch the video till the end to know everything. And now, without wasting any time, let's get started. Alright, so I would like to start with the design and the build quality. So even in 2021, if you hold this phone, you feel premium, because a premium phone always feel premium in hand, isn't it? So yeah, it feels premium. It has a glass sandwich design, but I will highly recommend you to use a case because glass breaks when it falls, right? So yeah, definitely use a case. But generally speaking, the in-hand feel is very good, although it's quite heavy. Even though the mAh, I mean the battery capacity, is not too much inside this compact size of the phone, but it's little heavy considering it's a 5.8-inch display, but it's fine by me. And if you talk about the design, then it's very typical iPhone design. You will still get a big notch in the in the latest iPhones, the iPhone 12 lineup. Yeah, you will definitely see some changes in camera module. Now you will see triple camera setup. Even in the dual camera setup, you will see some rectangular camera module. So that's a different thing, and you will see Apple logo in the middle, not here in this position. So there are some changes, but not a lot. So still it looks a very what you say, a very updated design in terms of iPhone. I mean it's typical iPhone design, so there is no exception here in the iPhone 10. And yeah, it all started from the iPhone 10. I mean we used to see this type of designs from the iPhone 10 and onwards. So yeah, in terms of design and build quality, I have no problem. Now if we talk about the display quality, then it's a 1080p OLED panel, and still it's a very good display quality. Yeah, it's a 60 Hz refresh rate, not high refresh rate. Even though in the latest iPhones you won't get high refresh rates, so just forget about that if you are thinking to if you are thinking or planning to buy an iPhone. Well, we will talk about refresh rate in the later part of the video. First, let's talk about the display quality. So you will, the colors and the display brightness, viewing angles, these all things are excellent in this phone. Definitely it can't compete with the current flagship phones like the Samsung S21 Ultra or the iPhone 12 Pro Max, even the OnePlus 9 Pro maybe, but it's a very good panel. It's more than okay. So yeah, definitely you can use this display without any problem. So display is a plus point in my opinion. If you are thinking to buy this phone, or if you are still using this phone, then I can say that display, there is no problem in display. Display is actually very good on the iPhone 10. Now the second thing which is actually very good and very consistent, and it's not just the iPhone 10, it's with almost every iPhone, is the performance. Now you will get a very powerful chip here, and yeah, in the latest iPhones we get A14 Bionic chip, which is currently the most powerful chipset in the smartphone industry. And in this phone you will get A11 Bionic, but I guess A11 is still very capable, and no matter what task you throw at this device, it will handle without any problem, or you can say it will handle with ease. And you can do video editings, you can play heavy games without any problem. Yeah, you will get some heat while doing some heavy tasks, and that's quite normal, especially where in my environment it's very normal. It's normal with every phone, so that's a different thing. But in terms of performance, it's very consistent, and it's very reliable, and it's very fast and smooth. Plus the optimization of iPhones, well, wait a second, I want to add one more thing, that why it's so consistent throughout these years. Yeah, it's almost 4-year-old device, but still it's very consistent in terms of performance. It's same as the day one, but how? Now again, it's because of the software updates. And software update is also, I mean, it's the trademark of all the iPhones. It's the plus point of all the iPhones. You will get 5 years of software updates in almost every iPhones. Now you will get iOS 15 and maybe 16 in this iPhone 10 as well. So that's really a great thing, and because of that the performance is very consistent. So performance, software update and display is definitely the 3 plus point of the iPhone 10 even in 2021, or you can consider this for 2022 and for 2023 without any problem. Now let's talk about the downside of this phone. So definitely it's the battery from both the departments, in terms of screen on time and in terms of charging as well. Now for the screen on time, with time it's degraded a little bit, not little bit but definitely a lot. Nowadays you will get 3.5 to 4 hours of screen on time on a moderate usage, and if you game a lot then I guess you are going to see some problems. I mean, you will get less screen on time. And talking about the charging, then in box you will get 5-watt adapter, and it will take 3 hours to charge your phone from 0 to 100%. So this is so annoying, but you can buy a fast charger separately from the stores. But still, yeah, from the charging point of view or from the battery point of view, if you are thinking, I mean, if your priority is battery, then I would suggest you to skip this phone. So guys, this is the downside of this phone. Now I already talked about the 3 strong points of this phone. Now one average thing is the cameras. Now the camera quality is still good, even considering the standards of 2021, it's still good. But the thing is that the hardware is now old. It's very old. Now from the hardware point of view, it lacks the ultra wide sensor, and from the software point of view, it lacks night mode. So because of these 2 modes, it feels very outdated. I mean, you can't shoot a good night shots, or you can't shoot in ultra wide, so you can't record in ultra wide as well. So yeah, from hardware point of view it's old. So definitely don't buy this phone just for the cameras. Now this phone is not a very ideal phone for the cameras. Yeah, at the time in 2017 this was a tremendous phone, one of the best smartphone cameras, but right now it's really outdated because of the outdated hardware. So that's it. That's about the cameras. Now you will get some extras like the wireless charging, IP certification, and of course a very good build quality, good display, good processor. Because of that you will get a good performance, and also the software updates are good. So combining all these things together is the answer that yeah, you can definitely use this phone in 2021 without any problem, and you can also use this phone in 2022 also. So just in case if I forgot to make a video like this, like I'm using iPhone 10 in 2022, so don't worry, because I already give you the answer that you can definitely use this phone for at least 2 years without any problem. And yeah, downside is the battery, and I guess see the downside of any iPhones after 3 to 4 years is the battery. I see this problem in iPhone 7, I see this problem in other iPhones as well. And not only iPhones, I mean this is very common for all the phones. After some times the battery will start degrading and you will get less screen on times. So that's very common in all the things. And other than that, everything is fine in this phone for the existing users. Now if you are wondering that should you buy this or not, then I would suggest you to, if you are getting this phone at 30,000 or less, then you can go with this. But spending anything more than 30,000 rupees on the iPhone 10 in 2021, I mean, from my point of view, it's not worth. So if you are getting this under 30,000, then and only you can go with, and only if you want to use an iPhone, if you want to use iOS, then and only you should go with this. Otherwise, there are a lot of better Android phones at the same price or even at the less price. So you can definitely check that out, or if you have any doubts, then you can ask me in the comment box. And if this is your first time or even second, third time, doesn't matter, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then make sure to subscribe it, and also turn that like button so it will motivate me to make more awesome videos. And most importantly, turn that bell icon, select all to get all the notifications of my videos whenever I will upload one. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.